Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get this show on the go. What's going on, brother Habibi? That's what they call you, the Americans. They say your brother Habibi. How's it going, man? Listen, guys, we're doing a betrayal segment. Crazy double betrayal segment. A quick introduction to those who are watching this video in another time. I know people have different time zones, and if you're in this KVK, I want to be covering the betrayal and getting to the bottom of this. Yeah, we've got a couple of people who gladly said they will jump on voice and explain the situation, but I've got a few screenshots as it is. Currently, from the way it looks, 5571, 3571 is betraying 3556. Oh, 64, sorry. 3564. And then on the other end, there's another betrayal. Two allies betraying each other. It doesn't make sense. Usually, the betrayal comes from, you know, after getting into King's Land. But both of these betrayals are about the circle. I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense. But let's get some people in the chat. I'm going to copy the link of the stream. Guys, if you have anyone in your kingdom that wants to see this drama, share it to them. Come on, let's go. Let's get some views. All right, let's go. I'm gonna share this around. We're gonna get a few more viewers in the chat. We're gonna get the spectators. We're gonna get everyone that's inside this KVK, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's go. Live. Let's get some more people in here. And then we can get started and show you guys. And I want you guys as viewers to also engage. Who do you think betrayed who, you know? Who do you think betrayed who? Right, let's do this. Live double betrayal. I'm gonna just tag a few more people, you know, just a few more people. Live double betrayal stream. You have to love this soundtrack, guys, yeah? Alright, general chat. Right, we're getting a few more people, and we can start the stream, you know? I'm gonna read the chat in a minute, guys. Please be patient with me. Be very, very patient. I'm still sharing this out to a couple of guys. I'm gonna share it in the official Rise of Kingdoms chat, official Rise of Kingdoms Discord. And then we're gonna get to the bottom of this betrayal, guys, yeah? See what's going on. Look, guys, I didn't have enough time to prepare for this one, I'll be honest. Mainly because let's go. Is it over circle? Yeah, Habibi, it's over circle, unfortunately. Are you gonna cover the Civil War in 2856? Maybe. Is it good? What's the meaning of double betrayal? First one betraying allies, enemies, then second one betraying new allies. No, brother TKC, this is like the weirdest double betrayal, bro. It's two allies that betray, like the enemies have nothing to do with it, bro. That's the problem. The enemies have nothing to do with this betrayal. Like, the enemies are just confused, bro. I messaged the enemies. They're like, I don't even know what's going on, bro. Where is it? This guy's like, I'm not sure. Where's the other guy? This guy's like, I don't know what's going on. He goes, it's a mess. Enemies don't know what's going on. They don't know why these guys are fighting each other. Okay? But it is fighting over the circle. Unfortunately, 70, is it 72? Yeah, 72 is looking greedy. I'm going to show you guys why. Sorry, not 72. 57. Is your mic on purpose like this shit? What do you mean? Is it too loud, bro? Let me know if it's too loud. It shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be shit either. Hang on. Is my mic too loud? Is my mic too loud? Let me know. I can reduce the volume, you know? Make it sound better. Right. Just gonna share this out. $3572 are going crazy in KVK2 chat. Is my mic okay, guys? Let me know if my mic's okay, guys. Give me a second. I'm just gonna share this out and I'm gonna explain the situation properly. Live double betrayal. Let's go. Let's get everyone on board. I'm gonna explain the situation. Listen, guys, this is the weirdest betrayal I've seen in a very, very long time. I'm gonna get some people on voice as well, you know. I'm gonna try and make it very, very fair, you know. Get some people to explain their side of story. Just like we did with 3500. We had some people from 3500 and when, you know, and the enemies that they had to basically explain the situation. And guys, a lot of people say like, yo, Schmuck, why do you do this? Why does it do anything? You know, do you get anything out of it? You know, is it useful? You know, what did, you know, do the enemies or do the allies, is there a conclusion? And yes, there is a conclusion, guys. The first time I did this, it was when 93 betrayed 83. And no word of a lie, guys. No word of a lie, guys. It stopped the war as the live stream was going. Everybody basically stopped. And they basically said, yeah, you know what? We did betray. Eventually, they were like, yeah, you know what? We'll accept defeat. We'll walk out of this. Second time I did a live stream like this, because, guys, I'll be honest, it takes too long to make a video. By the time I make a video... Huge! Oh, shit. Someone just subscribed. Thank you, brother Azrael. That scared me. Yeah, so when I make the video, guys, by the time it's done, these guys will get zone locked, you know. They'll get zone locked. Hopefully we can prevent it from happening. Hopefully this stream can help, you know. This is the live stream betrayal series, so hopefully we can get that stopped before basically they get zone locked. King's on stream. It's just a dumb betrayal. It ruins the... Yeah, okay, no worries. All right, so we shared it across. Let's explain what's going on to everyone that's looking. Oh, and by the way, the second stream I did about this was 3500 betraying their allies. And obviously, you guys saw how that one turned out. That was a funny stream, you know, with H-Craft coming in and, you know, panicking, trying to explain the situation. That was funny, but we got the end. We got to the bottom of that one, you know. This one, it's weird because I don't know how to make of it. The enemies are not involved at all. The enemies, it's KVK3. These guys on the right and the left side are supposed to be fighting these guys who pre-allied before KVK, top and bottom, right? And then all of a sudden, 3557, which is the blue right here, decided to burn the purple, which is 3564. And then just as this happened, 355 or 356, what is it, 65? Yeah, 3556 decided to burn 35571 over here. And you could pretty much guess why they did this. Actually, you can't guess it, because usually it's because of the star. But this time, star's not even involved. There's nothing, it's nothing to do with the star. It's got to do with the circle. Guys, these kingdoms are betraying each other over 1k gems. Can you imagine? 93 died 0-0, lost a couple of players, and soon 57. Bro, these farm alliances are such low power. Are these... Is this before they fixed the migration for KVK2 or after? Because I can see some really strong accounts in here. I can see some really good accounts. Like these accounts, no way they're natives. These guys are betraying over 1k gems, guys. Can you imagine that? So, yeah, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. But before we bring any people in to explain the situation, 57 has some cross season. Yeah, I can see it. Last KDs they're the last kingdoms with old cross migration. Here's the problem though, guys. I genuinely thought that it's because they didn't have cross season migration that they had such terrible diplomats. 1 second, let me just tell this girl. I thought because they didn't have... Share this in your list. What's going on, brother Arblade? How you doing? Eclipse. 1k gems, it's 1k gems. Hider, bro. Nobody betrays over 1k gems. It's not common. I'll tell you guys my situation with the circle, by the way. I'll tell you how I avoided my KVK3 drama with probably the most stubborn KVK3 leader at that time. And if you guys know 3360, if you guys know the king of 3360, Turkmen, you would know how much stubbornness that guy has. He's involved with 2 betrayals because people didn't want to follow what he said, and he had a weak kingdom. I'll tell you how I avoided a betrayal in my KVK3 against that guy. For the same reason, the circle. Fatih Turkmen, the circle. I was the stronger kingdom, and I said to him, brother, you take first occupation. I said, you take first occupation, but you give us the circle before Kingsland. But to avoid, obviously, my players from being upset and saying, how come you're giving them a lot of rewards? I said, all right, we'll take 2 passes. We'll get first occupation on 2 passes, but we'll give them the circle, even though the circle is a lot more. So, yeah, it's crazy. Fatih learned it since KVK1 normally wanted to quit as king, but never did. Fatih Turkmen was the most stubborn guy to deal with. He doesn't ask. He just says to you, yo, I'm taking this. And here's what's going to happen. And you have to basically maneuver around him. Like, if you don't, you just end up in a situation where you have to fight him, unfortunately. Right, so anyways. Is that Psycho? No, it's not Psycho. I mean, it was originally Psycho's thing, yeah. Anyways, guys, let me explain the situation, right? We're going to talk about this side first, why the betrayal happened in this side. And then we're going to talk about the betrayal here, why it happened this side. Popo, I couldn't fight him. I couldn't fight him. That KVK3, we needed everybody with us. We were fighting probably the biggest kingdom in KVK3 in our region. We needed everyone on our side. We couldn't risk it, unfortunately. Fatih Turkmen has some weird R4s as well. 2 of them, yeah, their R4, his R4s never challenged him. They never challenged him, the R4s. They just agreed with everything he said, even though he was in the wrong. Right, so let me show you guys why this betrayal happened. You guys tell me, right? You tell me. I think it's a battle of the egos in this betrayal. I think egos got involved. I don't know what type of diplomacy they're running here in 57, but they just don't seem to know how this come to be. Wait 1 second. I'm trying to zoom up. Just trying to also read the Discord chat. Maya's saying, leave me out of that. No other reason. 64 want to make themselves look innocent because we attack first. No, 64 is innocent, Maya. 64 is innocent. It's not they want to make it seem like they're innocent. From the screenshots, they seem to be innocent. When is Schmuck going to 3777? Nah, never, bro. Never. What's going on, brother Firefly? How you doing, brother? Right, let me just share with you guys why this betrayal happened, right? It's a double betrayal, which is, they have 2 different reasons. Both of them are 2 separate reasons. Apparently, they're not, like, intertwined with each other, but it's got to do with diplomacy. Yo, what's going on? Yo, guys, let me restart my client, man, because it's acting up. 3572 is goated though. 3572 is 3572 even in this? Are they even in this KVK? Is there a post about this in the Discord yet? No, Adam, no post about it, but there will be some posts. There will be some posts. Alright, so obviously guys, I'm a very, very fair man. You already know this. I'm on the side of justice. I only do this to bring justice to the kingdoms that have been wronged. At the same time, getting content, you know? You have to profit some way, guys. It's a transactional relationship here, you know? Oh, man. Thanks, brother Schmuck. Thank you, brother Allblade. All right, so I reached out and I said, what's happening in this KVK? This is 71 speaking, by the way, yeah? 71 is explaining both betrayals. They're explaining both sides. Let me go back to that KVK, and then I can show you guys exactly what happened, right? So again, it's light versus darkness. Right now, I believe it's lightness betraying each other, not darkness, because darkness is on the left and the right, I believe. So here they are, 57, betraying their allies. Let me see why they're betraying their allies. Let me show you guys why. Right, it's really petty. I believe it's really petty. I think 57 just doesn't know how to diplo, or at least they're just weird in terms of relaying their message, you know. But they can. I'm more than happy to have them come on the Discord and explain their side, you know. 66 is super strong. What are you guys on about? 66 is not in this KVK, is it? Right, so let's start from the beginning. 56 and 67 were super aggressive towards us in diplomacy chat, basically their way or no way at all. In case you didn't know, 56 and 57 are the ones betraying, or the ones that initiated the attack, okay? We can't call them the betrayers yet because we haven't heard their side of the story, but they did the first attack. They did the attack on their allies, so it's okay for us to say they're the ones that basically initiated the betrayal, okay? Schmuck, the fact that they're not telling you, the fact that they are telling you not the stream, it makes them look guilty. It's just Maya. Maya is not part of she's not part of diplomacy. She's not part of leadership. She's telling me not to stream because it's her kingdom. She doesn't want me to talk bad about her kingdom, but she already knows, like, if somebody betrays, I don't care which kingdom you're in. If I know you, I don't know you, I'm gonna basically expose the kingdom. You know, I don't really have ties like that. But oh yeah, my friend's in that kingdom. I should just, you know. Anyways, here's why 57 attacked 64. Wait, which Maya? Our Maya? Yes, Popo. That Maya. 777's Maya. Yes. Anyways, here's how it all started off. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. Welcome to the stream, Ertat Kirka. I crucified my friend Hcraft last stream. We were both fans. Listen, brother Hcraft got it coming, you know. Poor guy, but he had it coming. He came in not prepared, you know. I had some dangerous questions. You know what? If 57 comes on stream, I might not have the same amount of questions because the preparation time just wasn't there. I didn't prepare anything for this KVK. I just got screenshots and I decided to basically turn on the stream, you know? Imagine Ottoman Slap has an entire kingdom. He did have an entire kingdom, bro. Anyways, 71 offers, you know how they are in diplomacy. They basically say, here's what should happen in rewards. Here's what you guys should get. Here's what should happen before we enter Kingsland. Which is basically very standard. And then 64 goes, okay, yeah, you know what? That's fine. I agree with these rewards. And the way they said the rewards initially, the way they proposed it, is they said 64 gets first capture on this circle, and I believe first capture on this circle, or this one. Doesn't matter, one of the two. Oh no, it has to be this one, because this is the damage one, right? Is this the damage? No, that's the other one. No, so it has to be this one. They said 64 gets the first capture, and then it gets passed back to 57 for KVK, because 57 is probably the stronger kingdom, which is very normal. It's very standard. Like I said, in my KVK 3, I gave away my first capture, which was this one, to a very weak kingdom, but they had a stubborn king who had a really good rally. Okay, it's very standard. They obviously said, no, we don't agree with this. 57 said, we don't agree with this. We don't like that. What's this guy saying? The allies have killed themselves. Yeah, he doesn't even know what's going on. He's supposed to be the enemy team. Right, so let's go back. That's what they proposed. They said, give the weaker side this for first capture, then you guys hold it for KVK, right? That was the proposal. And then, hang on. And then what happened after that is 57 were like, nah, you know what? You guys are jokers. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen. We're the stronger side. We're going to get first capture, and we'll just give the circle back to them, and we could rotate it a little bit, but we still keep it for Kingsland. So we still get the first capture and we rotate it. Which, like I said, guys, some of this stuff is standard. It's very standard. It happens. Stronger kingdoms in KVK 3, they feel like they deserve the rewards, the first capture, because they're going to be carrying, you know, their members are going to be fighting most of the time. No problem. That's fine. That's what they counter offered. 57 said, no, we're not going to do that. Actually, look, see, 64 said, if 57 is down with that, I'll be fine with that. There's no problem. So they're being quite transparent. They said, if they want us to take the circle, first capture, 2 of them, and then we give it back to them before KVK, that's fine. That's perfect. 64 agreed on the deal. However, 57 began to backtrack and wanted to leave the camp. So obviously, just as Habibi just said, he said there's ego involved, right? 57 had, you know, their ego hurt, and they wanted to bully 64 because they're weaker, right? King of Dramas here, brother Anna. Schmuck, 64 was first honor. That's why they also wanted to hold it, so we could stay ahead of 36. Okay, perfect. That's even a more of a reason for them to want to keep it. 57 got obviously upset, or their ego got hurt, and they said, out of respect of everyone's time and energy, many efforts made this past week, it seems like we have reached an impasse. We understand that our thoughts and feelings are not fully accepted here. Thank you for your efforts and the discussions we've shared. It's best that the camp, for the camp that we step away, understand, accept, respect everyone and your time and effort. Okay, cool. I'm truly, wait, I think that's it pretty much, yeah? So basically, 57 wanted to bounce from the KVK as soon as they gave this as a proposition. They said to them, you guys are we're gonna give this first capture to someone else, and they're gonna hold it for a bit, and then you get it back just before Kingsland. All this betrayal is over the circle, by the way. And then what happened after that is, obviously their allies are like, no, look, it was just a proposal. How about this? How about that? How about, like, you know, trying to get them to get back on the deal, trying to get them to renegotiate, because they didn't expect 57 to just want to bounce out of the KVK, which, by the way, in my opinion, that's very, very, I don't want to say cowardly, but I would say it's very weak to just feel disrespected and want to bounce out of the kingdom from the KVK straight away. You're essentially ruining the KVK for everyone in that game, including your own members, by the way. But anyways, it gets worse, right? They come back and said, you know what? Our council wants 57 to take the first capture. Past one, 57 will hold both circles due to the fights we had. 67 may take Circle of Courage for their honor ranking. I was told no more negotiations, will officially no longer be in the camp today. And then they said 64 stays away from our side of the map, doesn't build near our territory. 57 receives first capture plus the pass. 57 holds both circles until Kingsland, until the fight is over, basically. 64 receives first capture circle, 2 passes. 64 holds circle, just basically some more rewards, more discussion regarding rewards. And then they're basically saying this is our counter offer, right? And 71's like, yeah, we can work on it together, no problem. Like, you know, let's do this. Let's make it happen. You know, we need to just heal this relationship. We need to be friends, right? And then where is it? Where is it? Out of respect of everyone, my council asked me to inform the camp we will officially withdraw from the camp today if we can't come to a mutual agreement. So they're basically saying, look, if you don't agree with our terms, we're gonna bounce. Okay? And then again, they carry on saying, the answer is no from the council. Due to the strained relationship, the council thinks it's better we leave the camp. They just want to leave the camp. I don't know why they're just forcing this narrative to leave the camp. My council believes that it will be more easier to remove ourselves from the camp. Again. And then this girl's like, she's not even part of 64. She's not even part of this side. She's trying to work the relationship. She's trying to heal the relationship between these two allies that are next to each other, and say, let's just wait until 64 says something, and maybe they can agree to your demands. 64 is like, yo, just relax, guys. You know, you're doing a bit too much now. How you just going, yo, you want to leave the whole KVK because of this? And then 57 is up, which is why I believe this point. We have tried our very best. KVK will be better experience for all if we just split ways here. How would it be best if you split ways there? How would it... Guys, help me understand. How would it be best? This KVK, you need all allies. You're tied to these allies. Kingsland hasn't even opened yet. KVK 3, you need to match or basically pre-ally before the KVK. How does it make sense to split ways over circle rewards, over honor, over gems, you know? Here we switch back to diplomacy chat and they kept saying they wanted to leave. Yeah, I could see that. They could definitely wanted to leave at every corner. And then this 64 guy, Hersey, basically saying, you know what? We could work around your deal. I believe the way too drastic measure of circle, we should be able to make it work. However, your council decides the path for 57 chooses, of course. Basically, he's saying, all right, we'll agree with what you're saying. Yeah, we'll agree with whatever deal you want to put forward. Okay? You're only reading the part you're interested in right now. The final message is what's important. Obviously, the final message is we should be able to work it out. 64 is basically saying, don't worry about it. Forget about this deal that we once had or we once proposed. We'll work with your deal. 57 says, thank you as well. We accept you. You also choose the split ways from us then. Have a great day, everyone. Again, they just keep wanting to leave the kingdom. They want to leave the whole shebang. I don't know why. Maybe some 57 guys can come on the stream and they can explain why. Have a great KVK. We do not do so. Divan Folk are the only ones able to make such a decision. We believe we should do everything to make it work. No, he says we should make it work. Indeed, we have to make it. 64 last night made some steps solving the problem by agreeing with 57's council's demands for 2 circles first occupation. So they're agreeing with 57's demands. And then this guy, this random guy just jumped in. He's the warlord, right? OKKO. Do you really want to know the truth? A non-fighting kingdom that steps into KVK thinking they deserve top 1 honor points just because they can't hold the last zig, only to grab whatever rewards they can, yet still demands the same rewards and buffs as those who actually fight. I think we're done talking. No more. No more complaints. Let's settle this like warriors on the open field. Here comes the meathead, guys. This is the meathead. And I challenge this meathead to do the same approach in Season of Conquest. I challenge him to do the same approach. Speak to your allies in that tone and say, forget the talking, forget you guys don't deserve this. You guys, let's go to the field. I can guarantee you guys, you're not gonna get a single win after this KVK if you even win. Do you understand? Like, he won't be able to do any of that in Season of Conquest. Guaranteed. Guaranteed he won't be able to, like, saying, like, I understand, look, I understand his perspective. Let me explain his perspective. He's basically saying, yo, you guys are not as strong as us, so don't you dare basically try to get rewards. That's what he's basically saying. Hey guys, I'm the King of 64. If you have any questions, ask me in game. Frogo X Prelly. Yeah, that's the King of 64. He's basically saying, just because you propose something we're basically so offended by that proposal that we don't care about what you guys are saying. This meathead, right? Young KDs are a joke. 100%, man. 100%. This shit will not run in Season of Conquest. It will not run when you have 6 other kingdoms in your camp. One of them is shit and basically old and basically full of dead weights. You try that same attitude with them, they'll bounce. They'll be like, all right, cool. You want to cause havoc? No problem. Let's burn everything in Zone 4. You will lose KVK instantly. So anyways, this guy clearly, obviously, doesn't care about his kingdom so much that he would just where is it? That he would just be like, yeah, let's stop the talk, let's stop the complaints, let's go in the fields. By the way, Schmuck, this ran one time Season Conquer listed 3360. Now check my post and what they did in KVK 4. Bro, I'm not gonna check your post now, man. Nobody cares about that KVK, Adam, right now. Stop being a rat boy, please. Remember, this is KVK 3. A farming KVK to betray in this KVK is just crazy. 100%, man. Everything is a joke, but 3575 and 3777. Schmuck, I just ordered steak and fries. They only gave me fries. What do you want me to do, man? Anyways, this guy's like, yo, how dare you ask me for rewards if you guys are basically not the strongest kingdom in the map, right? he's basically going, don't you dare even get there, right? Don't you dare even give your proposal in such way. I could have done that easily with my KVK 3. Remember, guys, I was with 3360, a weaker kingdom, probably twice. We were probably twice in number and twice in quality of accounts, but I still gave them the circle. I still gave them what they needed because I knew we needed to win the KVK so badly. But anyways, this guy's like, he's offended by the offer. You understand? He's offended just by the offer, not even by the negotiation. And then he goes, this is what you're asking for. And then this guy's like, what's this? Like, 64 is a bit shocked. They're like, what's going on? Why are you building around here? And he goes, so you decided to betray your allies to try cut us off? And then this guy's like, betray? You're funny. No, not deserve to be an ally. I'm one of the rogues in 3541. This is ridiculous on 57's part and just completely utter greed. I can't even tell if it's greed or just being completely... I don't want to insult the guy. Yeah, I don't want to insult the guy. I want to be very, very fair. But you don't put guys like this in diplomacy. I have to be very, very honest. You don't put guys like this in diplomacy. You put this guy in diplomacy in any Season of Conquest, you've already lost the KVK. This guy shouldn't be in these types of chats. It's okay, guy, right? Because he's such a warrior that nobody cares. Oh, you dare offer me something? You dare propose? You dare negotiate? Okay, we're burning you now. You understand? Like, try do this stuff with a 300 million whale in one of those dead kingdoms, because he's probably the only one carrying. He'll burn you and your whole Zone 4. You know? Where is he? Where is he? This guy. Let's see his KP, this warrior, right? Let's see his KP. Because he's so strong that nobody should offer him anything, you know? Where is he? There we go. 7 billion kill points. 26 million of them being T1 trading in KVK 3. This is the warrior, right? That doesn't accept negotiations. Straight into burning. Okay? I butchered his Schmuck. I could probably zero their kingdom, but I don't talk like this. Exactly. I could do a lot of havoc. You know, I can cause a lot of problems. Anyone in Season of Conquest who's got a decent account, you speak to them in this certain way, they'll mess up the entire Zone 4. Very old account as well. Yeah, exactly. So this is Rambo, head honcho, right? He's basically saying, no, we're not gonna accept any deals. We're not gonna accept negotiations even. Forget deals. We're not gonna accept negotiation. We're not gonna even get... In fact, you propose something to us, we're gonna betray you for it. That's how old free-to-play account. Yeah, I mean, guys, you you guys can pretty much see what's going on, right? Anyways, so let's see. How does it end off? It ends with, obviously, this guy's going, what's this? And this guy's like, this is what you asked for. He probably went in his council, crying in his council, no, we're gonna betray them. How dare they propose this? We're going to betray them. And he goes, not deserve to be an ally. So they don't deserve to be an ally for simply asking for a proposal. For simply asking for a proposal, like on how rewards should be distributed, they don't deserve to be an ally. We eliminate those farmer thinking they want equal to a fighting KD. Oh my god. Bro, I would love for someone like this to be in my kingdoms. This is terrible. This is like I'm sure this guy is like a grown man with a very, very young mentality. And again, guys, I'm trying my best not to insult him as a person, but what I'm seeing right now is super childish. So that's why it's probably best to put some people like this away from diplomacy chat. 64 also had more KP than enemies, so it doesn't make sense to say we're weak. Exactly. If you guys had more KP than the enemies, then that's all there is to it. We spoke for 2 hours, after which just back and forth trying to stop attacks. We negotiated a deal which 64 agreed. 57 will take 2 circles. So they basically said, all right, yo, you guys take your 2 circles. Nothing changed. Just 57 wanted to show how strong they are. Fast forward yesterday where, again, they betrayed us and 56 followed them. So even after agreeing to their demand, they still decided to betray. Honestly, guys, I don't usually do this because I don't like to bring hate amongst the kingdom. But whoever's leading this kingdom, whoever this guy is, and I don't know what she's doing. She seemed all right in the diplomacy chat. But if her council is this newbie, I wouldn't want to be in a kingdom like this. You won't win a KVK. You won't win KVKs. Maybe they won 1 in KVK 1, but after this KVK, after KVK 3, it's over. You're not going to have these fixed KVKs. The utter hypocrisy from a guy and an ego of a big young kingdom is crazy. Yeah, very egotistical. Very, very egotistical. All right, here's 57. Here's 57. Right, so here's 57's perspective. Yo, Eclipse, jump on voice. Eclipse, jump on voice if you can. I've got someone from 71 that can jump on voice. Guys, we can go to the second betrayal, this one over here, because you guys think this is it. Guys, there's a whole other story on this side. There's a whole other story on this side. This is just one side. This side is not, they're not linked. They're fighting, yeah, there's 2 betrayals. Schmuck, you can show my screenshot of them asking for a friendly fight for circle. Yeah, also that. Also that's weird, man. That is super weird. Where is it? Where is it? Here's what bro sent. How about this? We do a friendly fight to capture the mid pass and circle. Winner takes mid pass 6 and circles. Is that fair enough? Guys, this is pointless. This is basically saying, look, my kingdom's got big balls. We could take you on. You know, we can fight you guys. We can look. We're the stronger ones. Look at our muscles. Look at our muscles. We can fight. We'll take that. How about that? Why are you wasting speed ups attacking your allies? Do you have nothing to do? Like, is your Kingsland going to be that boring that you've just got all the time in the world to fight your own allies? I think that's the case. I genuinely think that's the case. In fact, it's probably confirmed that's the case. What the hell is going on over here? This side seems to have completely given up. I think this is where it is, guys. Brother Schmuck, there's 3, not even 2. Check left side. 76 is locked in the original zone. Wait, there's 3 betrayals? Oh my god, what the hell is going on in this? Yellow betrayal! Oh my god, let's not get started. Guys, what is going on? I need some... 76 tried attacking 73. Yo, bro, guys, there's too many numbers now. I'm not gonna know what is going on. 76 tried to attack 73. I'm assuming 73 just basically checked out from this kingdom, you know? From the record show, it doesn't even look like 76 knows what allies are. Bro, what's happening in this KVK? Bro. I'm just as confused, man. I am just as confused. So, Rotten says they did this as well. Yo, Eclipse, can you jump on VC? Let me see if Eclipse can jump on VC. Wait, 57 Eclipse is the king. Is it possible to add subtitles? Or VN players don't understand anything. Wait. I don't know if I could do live subtitles, bro. To put the cherry on top, we want to see pink and red betray. Yo, if pink and red, bro, you know what's crazy? I messaged pink and red, bro. They are so confused. They're like, we don't even know what's going on. Like, I messaged each one. They're like, I don't know. It's a mess. They're like, yo, you should contact them because we don't even know what's going on. Bring them on voice. That's what's going to happen. This is what happens when jumpers lead kingdoms. Yeah, exactly, man. Jumpers are full of 15-year-olds. You know, jumpers become successful because it's a bunch of 15-year-olds that start it up. You know, the guys that yap on Discord non-stop, and they basically can keep a Discord busy because it's just a bunch of 15-year-olds, you know? By the way, 57 King is scared to hop on VC. Bro, why would he be scared? I'm busy now, he said. Okay, no worries. You know what, guys, don't insult him. Don't say anything like that, please, guys. If he's busy, then he's busy, you know? We have to just assume the best. Okay? We have to assume the best. Okay? If he can't jump on voice chat, if the ward, oh, you know what would be nice? If Meathead can jump on voice chat. This guy. Yeah, he's got time to scrap with his allies over a circle. I would love to hear his perspective, why he would do such a thing. I would love to hear his perspective. Yeah, why would he decide to betray his allies, you know? They can't spend and suck, that's why they only play spend in Season Conquest, that's why they only play KVK 1 to 3. I agree. Bro, the amount of times, I've got like 10 friends, not 10, I lied, maybe like 5 friends, who I've never seen them in Season of Conquest. Like, they message me every 3 months to tell me about their new jumper that they're restarting. By the way, new allies are 64, 71, 46, 37, and 74. Oh, okay, so these guys are your allies then, yeah? 76 did not fight KVK 102. 76 apparently don't know what allies are. Maybe we do need jumpers then, yeah? Because this guy looks like this kingdom looks like it's fully natives. They don't know what's going on around them, you know? I also want to say 50 Cent, he's a bunch of cool people who I get along with, including Maya. But just like real life politicians making each other. Yeah, I get along with Maya. Maya's a long time fan. Maya's been a fan since before she migrated. You know? She's one second, guys. It's getting really hot in here. Let me just quickly turn on the AC and then we can explain this side. Also, I have someone from 64 that can come and explain some stuff. Schmuck, even Vivia's fire right now, even though she was okay in the Diplo chat. Wait, I thought Vivia is Eclipse. Or is that 2 different people? No, they might be 2 different people. Yeah, they might be 2. I promised I would never go back to pre-suck just because of this drama shit. 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. I'm just gonna turn on the AC. Guys, like this video, please. Yeah, like this video. If you're here, even if you don't like me, if you don't like anything that's going on, like the video, guys. Please, let's help the algorithm. Help your boy, guys. Yeah, I would love to see Meathead over here with his old account to come and explain why he wants to fight his allies for circles, you know? 64 King is a cat in real life. Bro, chill, Adam. Bro, rat boy. Don't forget, you came from a kingdom that was about to betray us multiple times, broke agreements, you know? Rat boy, please. Oh, we got some drama. Japs, it's some crazy drama, man. KVK 3 drama. Yeah, bro. 3 betrayals in 1 KVK, Japs. Have you ever seen that? I thought it was only 2, but there's 3 betrayals. All right, let's get to the other side. But before that, actually, let me just collect the pictures. I'm gonna get this brother from Kantouche. Let's get Kantouche from 64 to come and explain his side and how it all ended. Because I might not get everything correct, you know? Like I said, I had zero preparation time. I just saw this. They're going band for band with betrayals nowadays, bro. This is one crazy KVK, man. If I was to make a video on this, I could probably make 3 videos. I could probably say what happened on this side, what happened on this side, what happened on this side, how these enemies, or once enemies, now became allies. When they get strong, the ego goes through the roof. Bro, the problem is, they are only strong KVK 2 to 3 and that's it. KVK 4, you could probably say, yeah, they'll still fight the region. But once they hit Season of Conquest, you can't roll with that type of attitude. You need to get into Season of Conquest and have a very solid migration. Otherwise, the kingdom is doomed. You try this talk. You try this. Let me show you. You try this talk in Season of Conquest. Right? Where is it? You try this nonsense in Season of Conquest. Where is it? I dare anyone in diplomacy in Season of Conquest to try nonsense like this. Talking down to your allies, saying you betraying them for simply proposing a deal where they can get some split, where they can split the rewards. You try this nonsense, I dare you. Season of Conquest, you're not gonna get far. 2 KVKs, kingdom's dead. Because you won't win. You're not gonna win any KVKs like this. At the end of the day, people are there. That you've got free to play. You've got people that just play for the sake of playing. They don't really know what's going on. You've got fighters. All these guys, they have one thing in common. They want rewards. At the end of the day, they want rewards. They want to have a fun time. They want to enjoy fighting and then get rewards at the very end of it. They don't want to get into this drama because one guy in the council has a high ego and gets upset because some guy has proposed like a way to split the rewards. Nobody cares about that stuff. You understand? Like, it just doesn't make sense. A 3560 best KVK 3 KD. Weird KD's low key. Bro, tell me about it, man. Let's see. We've got Brother Kanoosh from 64 who can join the voice chat. And then we're also trying to get someone from 57 to join. Someone from 57 joins. I'd appreciate that. I'm in Season of Conquest on my other account and I can't stand these leaders. 3560 is like 3358 people, right? I don't know, bro. I don't know. These kingdoms, I'm so like, there's just so many new kingdoms that I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, guys, let's get to this part. We just covered this part. We just covered why this fighting is happening, right? This is crazy, yeah? This is another ego trip. Okay, you guys can tell me, obviously, you guys are the viewers. You tell me, but I'll always share my opinion. Oh, 3560. Yeah, I know 3560. Yeah, I know. Codex is there. This thing isn't even worth anyone's time to be fighting over. Reputation is going to be cooked before Season of Conquest. 100%. They're not going to have... I would even say before being allies in KVK 4, this is going to get cooked. 57, they're going to get migrations out of the kingdom. Reputation is doomed just for circle. I'm from 3562. Yeah, 3560 is quite strong. Right, anyways. Here's the problem with this one. Again, another situation with the circles. Another drama related to the circles. You've got this side, which is 56. 56 over here, 3556. With Maraz, I think this is a Turkish kingdom. It looks like a Turkish kingdom. Kaiser Ego. Bro, his name has the name... His name has the term ego. This guy has a term ego in his name. Guys, I'm not making this up. Earlier we said there's some ego in play with some of these kingdoms at the bottom, and these guys' names, they have the terms ego. But let's see. Do they have the ego? Let's see. We're gonna see right now. Oh man, that's funny. Right, I'm gonna get Kanoosh to join. Listen, guys, I appreciate the guys that would jump on voice chat, you know? Because it takes a lot for them to jump on voice in front of hundreds of people. Or in front of 100. Oh my god, bro, they just admit to having an ego. Bro, it's in their name. It's in their name. KVK3 Betrayal with 3172. Let them act like it doesn't affect them, but these players appreciate the fighting and don't care about the Diplo. Will slowly leave and cripple the kingdom because of one's ego. 100%, bro. I agree with that, Habibi. I agree. Like, these guys in these kingdoms, they will always, like, after they betray, they'll be like, oh, it doesn't really matter. Who cares? Da, 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 da. It's not going to affect us. You know, we know we stood on the right thing. We have big balls. Nobody should ever do this. Nobody should ever. Bro, you're not your kingdom. Your people are your kingdom. These guys are going to leave. They're going to be like, what is this shit show? You're crashing out. You ruined our KVK because our allies tried to negotiate splitting the rewards. How does that make sense? You know, like, I know you must think you're a big kingdom. You've got big ego. But bro, there's millions of good kingdoms out there. Millions of good kingdoms. You know, like, I don't need to be there. Nobody needs to be there. You're ruining KVKs over circle, over 1k gems. Anyways, here's what's happening with this KVK, guys. Sorry, with this zone, because there's another betrayal in this zone. Apparently, yesterday we built the flags you see marked with red, so they built these flags over here. Okay? Obviously, to take resources, to take gems, to basically be able to get crystal so you can have crystal, and you know how it goes, guys. You need to be able to get resources to build flags. And then they built to the circle, okay, and they gave 64 the 2 captures on these circles, okay, preparing for King's Land. However, 57 wanted to attack 64 again, okay, so they attacked 64 over these 2 flags here. They asked 64 to delete them since they do not feel safe. After 57 burned 64 in zone 5, they don't feel safe, I guess, from 2 flags to collect resources. So again, 57 being paranoid, they tried to burn them over these 2 flags. Okay, ego trip. 64 agreed to stay away from our flags and fortress, but built right next to us. Will you be removing these flags? What's wrong with them being here? We'll share pass. Brother, we have one thing. Seems like you guys really having problems with the agreement. Again, bro, they just having a go at each other over 2 flags. So he really has the location that you drop AF nonsense uses that can be touched. Da 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 da. You mean that because it's not going? Okay, I didn't know we were killing. Bro, they killed each other's troops for farming in each other's territory in KVK 3. Big KVK 3, and they're doing KVK 1 behavior. You know, in KVK 1, or just before KVK 1, where like, if you farm in my area. If you farm in my territory, I attack you. That usually happens, right? And I think it still happens till this day, pre-KVK 1, because they want to make sure that alliances are built properly. And then, no word of a lie, they're still fighting, they're still killing people in KVK 3 for gathering in their territory. This is not free agriculture agreement. There's many 55 forces farming in our region. No one's there to attack them because we're allies. These are the instructions from us to do so. But you are protecting a player who made a mistake, putting a justification in front of me. Before anything else, I want to know, this is still 57 versus 64, by the way. I also want to know if 71, 56. Okay. One second. You know what, Kanoosh, you explain this situation, right? Because Kanoosh is in voice. I'm going to join voice. I'm going to add him in. He can explain the situation. I'm going to take a small break, and then I'll explain the other betrayal. One second. I'm getting a call. Yo, Kanoosh, can you hear me? Kanoosh?
Hello, bro.
How you
I'm
doing,
happy
brother?
to be with you.
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you,
Hello,
bro?
bro. How are you?
I'm good. But can you guys hear Kanoosh? Can you guys
Fine.
hear him?
Fine. Fine. Yeah.
All right, brother Kanoosh, you explain your side. I'm going to
Yeah.
quickly just see who's calling me, bro. I need to see what's going on, yeah? You explain your side, bro. All right? Because you're in the
Okay.
screenshots.
You you want the screenshots?
No, I have the screenshots. Just explain what happened from your end? Why they
Yes.
being stubborn, please?
You want to know everything.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. You can explain your side. You know, if you can make it, if you can speak in times two speed as well, that would help because I kind of explained a lot of the situation. But just from your end, this particular screenshot I'm showing on the screen, where they basically had they were upset that you guys had people farming in their territory.
Yes. The circle of harm is the curse of the conflict with 57, the first, which is the middle.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
All right, I'm back. All right, so Kanush, what's your history with
yes.
57? Because they said you guys did this in KVK2. You guys have some history between them.
In fact, I don't know him.
Who?
I don't know anything about 57.
Okay. Are you a new migrant then?
Yes.
Okay. And why do you think they betrayed you guys here?
Okay. I don't know anything about them, but it seems that they have no experience in diplomacy.
Okay. And so they just basically decide to
They,
betray you guys for.
they just want prizes. They just want prizes because they are strong and have more power.
Okay.
I didn't know why they took it. So
Okay, that makes sense. All right then, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. I'll do the rest. I'll do the rest of the explanation. I appreciate you though, bro. Thank you for coming in, bro. حبيبي شكرا.
شكرا. انت عربي؟
طبعا.
ايه ده؟ بجد؟
بجد. يلا
طب
اشوفك
يا عم
حبيبي.
مش تقول لي يا عم، انا بقول لك انا
ما الستريم في
بتكلمش
الانجليزي
عربي.
الستريم في الانجليزي عشان كده لازم اتكلم انجليزي.
حبيبي انت لو عوزت مني اي حاجه كده بقول لك انا لغتي مش قد كده.
يلا نشوفك حبيبي. مع
بس
السلامة.
تمام
مع السلامة.
حبيبي، تحت امرك في اي حاجه.
All right, so that was a good brother. He didn't explain anything. Yeah, but look, guys. It's obviously his second language. It's very hard for him to explain what's going on. But obviously, he said the same thing that I said. They're very newbie at diplomacy, and they basically just they have big egos. You know, 57. Honestly, you're doing your kingdom a disservice. Should have translated, man. Listen, bro. He's got the whole Egyptian flow. I'm gonna get lost in there. Yeah, I need Cheyenne to come in and translate. I can't do no. You know, I can understand Egyptian, but if they start to speak, you know, they start rapping, bro, and it just becomes too fast for my liking. You know. Anyways, guys, you guys get the picture. You know why 57 betrayed. Now let's see why. Let's see why the other side betrayed. Okay, so after that, Frogo decided to delete the flags. So they even deleted the flags, guys. Despite our efforts to maintain peace, 64 ignores this diplomacy and continues to build breach agreement. As a result, 57 considers a clear indication that 64 no longer wishes to remain in this KVK. We wish them the best of luck in this KVK. Are you seriously trying to justify your actions attacking your allies within the same zone twice due to what breach? You have 2-3 of the circle of the zone. You have 2-3 circles. Now you just want to war with your allies to justify what? Nonsense. I'm not really checking Giplo chat. 3, not much to discuss, sir, but I don't think you're the only diplomat at 64. We decided everything together. Oh my god. What a shit show, guys. Sounds like AI Diplo. Bro, for real, man. I'm sure they go to ChatGPT just before they send it off. They say, refine this for me and tell me what else I should add. Look, there you go. They decided to build a cross and just basically start betraying. We requested elimination of flags many days before 64 only responded when we start building the flags. Listen, bro, it doesn't matter. Eclipse, it does not matter. I'll be honest with you, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, oh, they didn't delete the flags in this particular time. Now we betray them. You understand? Like, it's so childish, bro. You guys have Kingsland. You don't have to worry about these guys. You have to worry about these guys. You understand? Like, we just need red and pink to betray each other for Zig to complete the full circle, bro. Tell me about it, man. I think pink and red are just so confused and they're just so out of it. Honestly, Eclipse, nobody cares. Honestly, nobody cares that they responded late to you guys deleting their flags. Like, you shouldn't be such babies. This is having a short. This is called having a very, very short temper. You understand? Like, we'll take 2 versus 5. It'll be much more fun. I think that's what it is. I think you guys are just so bored that you're just deciding on picking on 64 just for being a smaller kingdom. You understand? But good luck in your KVK. There'll be more soon, Schmuck. Then you'll understand maybe. There's nothing to understand. If there's more, send it now. There's nothing hidden behind the scene that I should know. And Shine, be nice, Habibi. I'm trying to be nice, but they're here saying because they took long. Do you understand how ridiculous that sounds? Because they took long to delete the flag, they're going to have to wipe them out now. I may not say it's secret info. Maya, there's no secret info. What's going on, brother F? There's no secret info. If there's something to be said, this is the best time to say it. But a circle issue asks to either get full circle occupation or keep the buff the whole kit. This is alright. This is what I'm getting from Eclipse. Clearly state that they'll prioritize farming honor instead of KVK. How would they prioritize farming honor? Because they wanted to have more honor so they can get a bit more rewards? Well, who cares? You can reject the negotiation as you did. You can say, no, we don't want that. We'll propose that 57 will make tech occupation 2 circle plus maintain the buff because we'll fight in the ruins the whole KVK. Weaken 36 while the other side had no enemies. Okay, fine. Say that in your negotiation. And you said that they accepted the deal. You know what I mean? They accepted the offer. We proposed a peaceful method to determine the prize circles would go. A really ridiculous thing to risk losing KVK circles. We proposed a peaceful method to determine who the prizes circles would go to. Really ridiculous. 64 rejected the proposal. It seems like you guys betrayed them not even for the circle. You understand? Okay, we got a new Schmuck in town. What's going on, brother Silji? Thank you for the thank you for the membership, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. They accepted after we started building flags. Oh my god, bro. Like I said, man, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. You shouldn't have attacked them. Okay, they accepted after you started building flags. Perfect. Now what? Now what? They should still get burnt? Oh, you didn't accept quick enough. You should have accepted at the time frame that we gave you. Let's burn you and kick you out of the zone. Bro, that is so childish, man. So childish, bro. Honestly. Like, you're dealing with kingdoms here. Too late to accept such things. Oh my god. Holy moly, bro. Please, Eclipse. Please, I dare you. And I want you to send me screenshots once you get into Season of Conquest. Try this type of shit in Season of Conquest, please. Try this type of shit where you give them a time frame. And if they don't do it, you go ahead and burn them. Please try that shit in Season of Conquest. I dare you. And please show me you guys winning KVKs after that. Okay? In fact, I'll make a deal right now.
Huge!
Thank you for subscribing, brother Tia. I'll make you a deal right now. I'll retract everything I've said. I'll make a video saying everything that you guys were doing is correct. This is the correct way forward. If that happens. These excuses, I don't have time right now. I'll send you our version when I can. No problem. Send your version, or tell Maya to send your version. But what's going on, brother Rakim? What's going on? Who's doing betrayals right now? We have 3557 betraying their allies over some weird, childish disputes. Really childish stuff. You know, over not deleting the flag on time, over just proposing a circle, or proposing to take a circle. Just really minor things like that doesn't make sense. Ain't no way you got AI chatbot to write you a member song. We agreed to get 57 2 circles of courage, 3% buff before they attack us. No way they attack us, bro. I'm confused, and now Maya's saying there's some secret stuff. Okay, there's some secret stuff going on. I sent you a map in the PM. FYI, 70 seconds the weakest KD in the dark map. 64 is placed next to them, and they want more rewards. Maya, who cares? Who cares if a kingdom wants more rewards? If a kingdom wants more rewards, you DM them and say, that's not going to happen. This is what the rewards are based off of. DKP. Just because you assume a kingdom wants more rewards doesn't mean you betray them. Like, do you understand? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, this kingdom wants more rewards. Let's burn them away from the map. This kingdom is known for wanting more rewards. This is why we're going to go burn them. You're just ruining your own reputation. Schmuck, they got their ego hurt. Smaller allies wanted their rewards, so they bullied them. But that wasn't enough. I don't want to be involved. I'm just saying what I think. Look, that's nonsense, Maya. Honestly, it's nonsense. It's not justification to betray your allies. Your allies wanting more rewards is not justification. And in fact, this is KVK 3. You can make the maps in such a way. You can make the rewards split in such a way that it's very equal for everyone. Raheem, what did they betray them over, bro? They betrayed them over the circle. They betrayed them over 1k gems. They betrayed them over 1k gems, and because they didn't delete 2 flags within the time frame that they gave them. Bro. Come on, man. Give me a break. I dare you guys to try this shit in Season of Conquest, honestly. 57 Dead Kingdom loading, bro. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised. In fact, I'll do a checkup on this kingdom after Season of Conquest. 1k gems is crazy, fam. Let's face the facts. Eclipse, you're crying over flags, gems, talking about running your own reputation. We'll have evidence. You're just lying to a wall. Yeah, bro. They not only ruined their KVK beast, they ruined their entire reputation over 1k gems. Next 3493, but worse. Yeah, 3493 got dismantled after the stream. 3493 couldn't even reach KVK 3 and KVK 4 properly without getting completely destroyed. 57 attacked us by surprise. We were not prepared. Yeah. I mean, look, bro. I can understand. And guys, like I said, I've only explained one half of the map. There's another madness going on over here. Again, over the circle. Oh, man. Let's check this other area, man. Let's see what's happening in this other area. Right? So, let's see why these guys now betrayed. So, 57 betrayed over. Let's conclude. Because nobody in 57 is coming in here and explaining their side of the story. They're just saying there's some hidden stuff that they're going to send me after. And you know that nonsense you say just for the sake of... Because you don't have an excuse. You don't have a valid excuse. You don't have just valid justification. You say there's some secret information that's going to turn the tide, right? But I don't see it, you know? I don't think anything justifies this. Hey, what's going on, Ruiz? Where did you go after 3373? I went somewhere else. I went to 2 kingdoms, bro, but we'll explain that. You mentioned the 17th situation. Are we going to get into that today? Probably not in this stream, F. Probably not in this stream. Maza, though, she was saying that there was secret info to justify it. Bro, There's no secret to justify what they did. Everything's in screenshots right now. Like, I think the secret info is 64 is building towards that side to take more rewards. Yeah, that's a secret. Yeah, now we have to burn them. Nonsense, man, nonsense. And obviously, Maya, this isn't catered towards you. I'm just saying your arguments are, please, it's not valid. It's not valid. And Eclipse's arguments are not valid. Anyways, 57 is a dead KD. Let's move on to the next one. You know? Just checking because I might meet up with lawyer regarding the crazy shit I said. Bro, lawyer? What the hell? F, you're bringing lawyers involved? Bro, I'm just YouTube judge. I'm this mesquite guy doing this YouTube thing. You want to bring a lawyer to get involved with KVK drama? F? What the hell? Just greed and hot-tempered people. 100% Raiden. All right, let's get into this one. So 71 got betrayed by 56 this time. So 57 are betrayers and 56 are betrayers, right? So let's see why 71 got betrayed. So she says to me that yesterday we built these flags marked with red. Obviously. Some nodes here for crystal, some nodes here for stone. You know, they want to build their flags. They want to make sure they've got enough resources. I beat his ass and got him arrested. Oh my god. I told you, a guy tried to stab my friend. Oh, right. You're talking about a completely whole different thing. No. I thought you meant KVK drama. I thought you meant 17 done something that you want to get. Bro, what's up, Schmuck? No way I miss a drama. My mom sent me to buy coffee and I miss everything. Arnold, stop lying, man. You bought your mom coffee yesterday and you bought your mom coffee the day before. Please, stop with this rap behavior. You're becoming worse than Adam, brother Arnold. Have a look at 3575. We beat our opponents 3530. Yeah, so bad they went to 2v1 somewhere else. I'm gonna look at that in a minute, bro. Crying over 3k gems with KVK3 is crazy. Raheem, we might not even have allies. Alright, let's go. Over these two flags, you say they ask CC4 to delete. No, we've already done with this. We're already done with this. Okay. Yeah, we're already done with this. Okay, next one is from 56 and 71. Perfect. As you know, we are not treacherous kingdom. We are preparing for King's Land. Node space, our builders knew. She will learn. Now she'll focus on the enemies. They want us to fight each other. We were enjoying They were enjoying 57 64 killing troop. They're talking about the enemies, right? Do not approach us and raise the flags that are close to us, brother. Okay? So essentially, Karma, the king of 71, said, we have a new builder. And this builder built to basically collect the nodes, as you can see. And this is 56's area. You see this blue over here at the very top? This is 56. So they got scared over these flags that were being built. Karma said, look, man, we've got a good reputation. Don't worry about it. It's a guy that's new that's building. She doesn't know what she's doing in a sense. But, you know, don't let these other guys let us fight. Okay? My king told me to remove the sick flag. Bro, the translation is crazy, man. The sick flag. And then he shares, this belongs to you. Our resources do not belong to you. Your king is not us, though. Okay. So he said, your king is not us. And then this guy goes, be sure you don't want to be stubborn with me. Oh my god. Thank you, Brother Rock. Thank you. Maya, you have a good future in Rock. I enjoy your videos. Migrate out. You have a great channel. Oh, you're not talking about me. You're talking about Maya's channel. Okay. Alright, Maya's channel is good, I guess. So anyways, this guy goes, be careful. You don't want to be stubborn with me. I'm getting 3360 vibes. I'm getting Fatih Turkmen vibes. This is how Fatih Turkmen used to speak, by the way. He was in my camp. He was in my area. I made sure that he's okay. I made sure he's sweet. But this is how he spoke to me. He goes, like, he would speak in these types of terms where you're not, like, we have to be on equal level, right? And then you threaten me more screenshots. And then I don't know what he said. He goes, we're being peaceful. There's no need to go any further. Raise the flags, otherwise it seems like there'll be a big problem. This guy goes, I'll not speak more on this topic. He goes, this one we can delete, that's all. He goes, if you don't delete them, then I will delete them. Oh shit. Yo. Not gonna lie, the drama between this side is a little bit more action packed. You can feel the tension, you know? Using the scare tactic just to betray their ally. Exactly, bro. So they're asking us to delete those flags around the circle that have nothing to do with the flags we built. We just collected some resources nodes. Okay? They're just basically building to collect resource nodes. Okay, fair enough. While they have all the zone for themselves, we barely had any resource points. They connected their flags. We didn't set anything. So this is how the map looked before anything happened. Green is the side that got betrayed. Blue's the one doing the betraying. They got 2 circles, and they're afraid of these flags that got built. Yeah? Okay? So let's see what happens. This is the full map before the war. You're still connecting the flags. Why do you make our region so small? We need RSS. Our region is small. We are noobs. Okay, Habibi, we are resource deprived. We need circle nodes. So they're having a war over nodes, guys. And you guys might not know this, but in KVK 3, having resource nodes is extremely important. Extremely important, bro. Because you need the resources to build the flags in Kingsland. We ran out of resources. We ran out. Like in my KVK 3, we ran out. 55 ran out. They needed to build from their shell. We ran out from both us and our second alliance of, like, you'd be surprised how many flags get burnt in KVK 3. Because they've got the buff that allows flags to burn in I think 50% more burning time. So yeah, that's what happens. Oh, why the hell did it just turn off? So they needed resources. They're like, look, bro, we need resources. We're kind of broke right now. You know, help us out. Please, be a good ally. And then, yeah, she said, this is the map before the war. The King of 71 goes, bro, we need some nodes. This guy goes, wait. He goes, don't worry, this is something beyond our knowledge, and I'll make up for it right now. I don't know what that means. And he goes, now we are feeling threatened. Oh, this is what he said. Habibi, now we're feeling threatened. But last one, okay, Evid, I sent you a screenshot. You must have seen it. Okay, I'll delete this flag. So they're just going back and forth, you know. Please look at the screenshot I sent you and delete the flags accordingly. I'll delete one by the circle. Brother, you have built 2 flags after we deleted. Can you delete this one? If that flag is deleted, you'll be removed from the circle. Do you accept this? This is the flag I'm talking about. Okay, so they're just going back and forth. He goes, there's no resource node on it. You want us to delete node flags on our circle, and we asked for one that doesn't have a node. Okay, so guys, if you don't understand what's going on, basically, what's happening is this guy, Karma, is saying the flags that you're asking us to delete actually have resource nodes that benefit our alliance. The one we're asking you to delete doesn't have any benefit. It's just there for the sake of being there. Yeah? So that's what's happening right now. And he goes, but we need those nodes. He goes, we need it too. Do you want us to build a flag there? You want us to continue this? Please do. I guess you don't want that. That's why we shouldn't use flags that can be threatening to each other. You're continuing. Come. I request you remove the flag in the screenshot. So he's just basically building towards him. If he doesn't remove the flags, control your R4s. The former comfort's R's are not nice. R5 is not mine. The king is mine. The deceased told you to raise necessary flags. You still haven't done it. The deceased told you to... Bro, what is this translation, man? Seems you guys want issues. He's our king. I advise you to speak carefully. Oh my god. Guys. I'm getting Fatih Turkmen vibes. They're Turkish. Turkish kingdom. Fatih was Turkish. And his R4s, anything you said to Fatih, anything that made him feel like basically human. If you spoke to him like a human, his R4s will jump on him. They'll be like, no, you can't speak to him in this way. You be careful. This is 360 vibes. All right, and then After 56 began building towards us. Okay, so 56 just this is them building. This is giving me Godfather Mafia vibes. And then they started the betrayal. You can clearly see who started burning first. So we have 56 and 57. For the circle, we agreed for them to build the flag so we can share it. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, we need first occupation. So this is their agreement. This is their first agreement. Okay, that's oversimplified problem. 57 wanted I'm a scammer. Okay, cool. That's it. So one side betrayed because of ego and because of the circle and because of gens, because they didn't say, because they told them to delete a flag within a specific time frame and they didn't do it. The other one, I wouldn't say this one's for the circle because they already agreed, but it's simply because, again, of ego. Guys, I don't usually do this because I don't like to shit on kingdoms and give them bad reputations. But whoever's leading 56, whoever's leading 57, guys, stay away from those kingdoms. These young kingdoms are so paranoid with allies they choose themselves. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know what's crazy? Let me tell you what's crazy. These guys cannot get rewards unless they burn their enemies' circles. Unless they burn the enemy's circles. So even if they keep those circles, it doesn't really matter because at the very end, the circles that you occupy need to be from the enemy side. They need to be from the darkness side. They need to be these. You see this here? They need to be from Camp Lunaria. So you can't have someone from Camp... Is Camp Solar, right? Camp Solaria taking... The only thing that you can get from this is probably honor and basically first occupation rewards. What's happening in the chat? Have you guys heard of someone's account in 1960? Schmuck, can you tell them to leave me out of this? I'm just a KD member. No problem, guys. Leave Maya out of this, please. Maya didn't do anything. Maya did try justify their betrayal with some secrets that for some reason I can't have. But, you know, just leave her out of it, guys. She's just a kingdom member. She's got nothing to do with it. But as you guys can clearly see, 57 betraying enemy kingdoms. Guys, if you have anyone from 57 or anyone from 56 who can come in and explain why they're betraying, I'm more than happy to have that. But if you don't have anyone, then we'll just conclude with them being betrayers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a full-on video about this. And yeah, it's gonna be a next drama segment, you know? Next drama segment. Guys, is it me or do Turkish kingdoms, and no offense to Turkish people in my chat, I love the Turkish people, they're my brothers. But is it me or the Turkish kingdoms have huge ego? And we said it earlier, their names have the term ego, so... Especially the kings, they feel like they're kings in real life, you know? You should speak to them in a certain manner. Maya's a good dude, I don't think he was involved. Bro, Maya's a girl, man. Darren, how many you got? Maya, we're still gonna blame you. Spoits. Stop blaming Maya, guys. Stop blaming Maya. She's not involved. But yeah, that's this drama, guys. What do you guys think? In the chat, you tell me. Is there any position that 57 can take? Any secrets, as they said, they have some secrets that's gonna unveil everything, that's gonna basically show us everything. Is there any stance that they can have and say, yeah, we betrayed them for a good reason? Or are they complete clowns for this and they've got big egos? Schmuck, you remember that guy who subsidized 3609 during the migration for revenge? He was Turkish. Oh, shit. Bro, these new kingdoms think they can beat 1960? I don't think they can beat 1960. I don't think they even think. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to blame Schmuck, clowns in Diplo. Raheem Gaming saying, account getting stolen, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Bro, if you know the game good enough, you can never get your account stolen, bro. It doesn't make sense. You know? Schmuck, next betrayal is probably going to be over someone assuming their gender. As a player of 71 that fought like 16 hours run, I can really say that it's disappointing, brother. Terminator, I know, bro. I understand. It's a shame. It's a shame, honestly. I really hope you guys can win this 2v5. I genuinely do. I don't know what's going on with these guys though. Is 37 part of your new allies? 37, 38, 44? Because it's 2v5 now, right? So many betrayals these days, bro. It's 3 betrayals and 1 KVK. How? You must have some incompetent guys running the show, you know? Like, Diplo is super easy, guys. It's super easy. You might... If everyone was on the same page, everyone the same level in terms of being level-headed, just straight up, no greed, no ego, Diplo is super smooth. Like 1960 and 2377's diplomacy. Bro, that ended in 10 minutes. Here's who we're going to ally with. Here's how we're going to do it. Here's who's going to determine the star. Done. Did you cover 3577's Betray? 3577? I don't know. I don't remember if I did. 1846 getting bashed lately. Any thoughts on that? What are they getting bashed about? Betrayal's good. Most KVK ended too fast. Imagine 30 minutes Kingsland. Schmuck 2489 is just as good at 2377 in your opinion? No. Not as good. Not as good. I think 2489 is good, but not as good. Yes, show them 76. 76 over here, they're locked out. I think 76 is a dead kingdom anyway. They don't have anyone, you know? Maybe this guy, but he looks like he's already zeroed. Compare this to 3500 situation and look at 3500 and how they were affected. Same with 3497. Habibi, how was 3500 affected? Tell me, bro. I don't know. I generally don't know. Like, I know 3493. When I did a stream on them, they got dismantled straight away. They stopped the fight in midway, and everybody was migrating out. What happened to 3500? Because I don't know what happened. You know. I don't know what happened exactly. With 3500. 37 doesn't have enough resources to build whole territory. Talk about these guys. Yeah, they need to drop a... They need to drop like a secondary alliance or something, because they're not going to be able to sell... It's 2v5, 56, 57, 36. 36 is going to get the star. What's happening? That's what happens when you betray. Didn't Ottoman Slap go to 1846? The dude used to be in... Yeah, he did go there. 35 lost a couple of good players due to migration. They're not allowed to bring back players, but they're still solid. Check the KVK. They're whooping us with 3497. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're actually doing really well. I'm really proud of my 97 boys with 500. 36 on top. 36 gonna crush 57. This is 36, right? Let's see their plays. I think this is their Farm Alliance. I think wrong alliance, guys. House of Gods. R.I.P. Harambe. I think this is the guy that I spoke to. This guy native or a migrant? I can't tell. You guys can read IDs and tell me. Is this guy native or migrant? If he's a migrant, then I'm kind of disappointed. Oh no, he's not a native, is he? Migrant or native? If he's a native, then that's impressive. Not old. Okay. I mean, I can't tell whether they're migrants or not. I think this guy is an old ID. Not as impressive as I Cool. Maybe some the big boys are here, you know? Let's see this guy. He tried to compete with the King New Jeans. Pretty impressive. Apparently 1846 Q to this KVK to avoid fighting the kingdom. Same seed as them, rather. I don't know, man. Like, kingdoms avoiding, it happens, you know? These guys are looking for the best interests of their own. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This kingdom doesn't have any big hitters. I'm sorry to say, but 36 doesn't have anyone that looks quite dangerous, you know? Bro, my KVK 3, we were up against Kim. We were up against Kim, who's in 1960 right now, who was in the top 10 kills in the 1960 versus 2377. He was 26 billion kill points when we fought him. We were up against JD's account, which is now 20 billion kill points. We were up against Nikto's account, which was like 16 billion kill points. Bro, we were up against madness, our KVK3. Let's see.
Huge!
Thank you for subscribing, brother Jonathan. Go 3560 KVK. 3560 KVK is over, right? 3561, no? My money's on 36. I hope so, man. I hope so, because man, you're up against a lot of natives. Not a lot of natives, sorry. A lot of I would say decent migrants. On 57's end. That's probably why they betrayed. They're just so confident that they've got. Let's see. Schmuck, can you say something on Discord and you won't read it out loud? It's not related to Betrayal. If it's not really related on Betrayal, Maya, I'm not that interested. But you can say it. You can send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me, Maya. Is it like, do I need to know about it now? 3560 KVK is 11th April. Wasting their resources and speed ups now. Yeah. 3473 on top. Yeah, 100%. 36 gonna come out fresh and hungry. Yeah. True. I think what 64 needs to do now is like actually fight them. Like 64 needs to fight. If they're gonna win this KVK, 64 needs to pull all of their members and fight these guys and drain them. Because here's what's gonna happen. 57 is not gonna have enough. Oh, they might have enough resources actually, because they have this other fort over here. I was gonna say they won't have enough crystal, but 64 needs to just fight, drain their speed ups, get them like do as much as they can right now to drain 57. Go to the fort and pass 8. Which side? I'm not gonna let it go. I mean, this KVK doesn't look like anything compared to KVK 2, where we fought 1 vs 2. Take a look at 3606, heading to KVK 3. No cross season migration possible to see real power difference. 57 is drained, bro. This Yanis guy seems like a big fan of 36. They betrayed their allies to keep the circle later. They won't be able to keep. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the end of that, you know. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, Maya. That makes sense. So this KVK is now 4v2v2. No, it's 2v5, I think. 2v5. So also betraying in KVK 3 is the stupidest thing you could do, since you can pick allies. Exactly. Why do you betray allies that you pre-pick? Unless you were forced to ally with these guys, you don't have to. Unless you're absolutely forced. We were forced to pick 3360. Nobody wanted to ally with us in 73, in my KVK 3. Nobody wanted to ally with us because we were the underdogs. We were forced to ally with like the biggest egos, you know, and we basically paid for it. We gave them the circle and then we got it back just before Kingsland. Hey, I'm from 71. What's Levi saying? 3481 over 3473. 3468 over 1960, guys. I also saw Betrayal first time. I thought 3407 got betrayed again. I don't remember 3407 getting betrayed. Left. 64. Yeah, I don't know. I think 64 needs to... If they're going to do something, they should try their best to do something now. You know? Because 57 is just going to... You know, they're going to... If they keep pushing, I think it would be a waste for 57 if they keep pushing. I think they should just prepare for what's ahead. I think they're going to just try and get them locked out of this pass. Maybe drop a couple of forts here to prevent them from being a nuisance. But 64 can either needs to save up. Gavin King, 23. No way. Schmuck, check the most left hero. Look at 64 on the flag. Most left heroine. Most left heroine. Look at 64 under the flag. Got this, right? Oh, Aya's here. In 64 territory. Can you say which are the allies now? Yeah, the allies are, I believe, these guys. 71. Allied with 36 and 74, and also allied with 37, and with these guys with 36. 64, sorry. I think that's the allies right now. I believe this is gonna be... You haven't allied with anyone that I know. Who are you, Jonathan? Which kingdom are you in? Are you 37? Let's see. Okay. I mean, 64 has some decent players, it seems. So right now the biggest kingdom is 3556 in terms of power. 3536 and then 3574. And then 64 and then 71. Let's see the kill points. That's what I'm interested in. So 56 is the biggest in terms of kill points. Yo, these guys, this is baby numbers, man. This is such a baby KVK. Bro, my KVK 3, 58 was like 340 billion kill points. And then 55 was on like 200 and we were on 100. Man, 57 has 100 million if they were in the same alliance. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. 64 is 88. So it's a top 2 versus everyone else. Yeah, this is baby KVK 3. What are you guys? Are you guys B seeds? Are you guys B seeds and 1 A seed? Is 56 the A seed of their area and then 58 the A seed of C to D? Ah, okay, yeah. Oh man. Oh, look, she changed. She's got a full-on garrison now. She's baiting you guys. Don't do it. She does this all the time. She does it all the time, bro. All the time. I seen her videos. Yo, what the hell? Yo, guys, don't get baited. Oh my god. Maya does this all the time, bro. She bait. If you check her channel, that's all she does. She teleports, she puts Minamoto, and then she switches to her garrison. I have a feeling it was a C seed. Yeah, it's baby kingdoms. Look, let's do account reviews. Oh man, I don't know if I want to do account reviews right now, bro. But yeah, I think this KVK is concluded. I think this KVK is It's pretty much concluded. Oh, now would be the right time to swarm her down. Now would be the right time. She's getting the help. Do it now, guys. Do it now. She has to wait. It's zooming out. Oh my god. No, too late. Too late. Guys, you know this can get people zeroed in so many ways. You know when it zooms out and it's like you can't click on anything. Oh my god, I think they're gonna do it together. I think they're gonna do it together. Maybe not, maybe not. 3535 is a weak KD, avoiding 3560. Yeah, I think a lot of people would avoid 3560 if I'm being honest. 3560 is quite dangerous. They've got such a successful migration. I don't know why they gave up their star in KVK2 though. They gave up their star. Maya, send me your garrison. The expertise. Schmuck, go to HG and click on Knuckle Chin. Betraying is bad, but betraying and still losing, getting 0 was just another level of bad. They're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel it. They might not feel it now, but 57 will feel it. When they get lots of migrations out, and when people are just fed up with their bullshit, they're gonna feel it, you know? Same with this Turkish kingdom, bro. Turkish kingdoms don't last. They don't last because their kings are so egotistical. Eventually they're like, yo, why are we even here, bro? Why are we following these guys? Every time we're in a KVK, there's drama of us betraying. Greetings from 3533. Greetings, brother. Greetings. Most true words. Turkish kingdoms don't last. Bro, they don't. They don't. Unfortunately, they don't. I love my Turkish brothers, but these guys don't like being spoken to like they're normal humans, you know? You have to treat them like they're higher beings. You speak to them like you're human, they don't like it. Russian kingdoms too, they don't last. Russian kingdoms do well. Bring back the Egyptian dude, let him explain the situation. 356 is getting good ally KVK. Bruh, so all this drama will be settled on KVK4. I guess so. But imagine what's happening here. This guy's getting zeroed. Oh, they just lost a good powerful player. Russian kingdoms do well. 3379 is a Russian kingdom. It's doing phenomenal. 3308, probably one of the top 10 best kingdoms or best imperiums. And then you've got 2638. All Russian kingdoms, they do really, really well. But for those Russian kingdoms to thrive, to be able to do well in Russian kingdoms, you need a whale that spends like crazy. 08 has Putin, who basically buys accounts for his R4s, and he buys lots of resources for them, gives them as much as they want, but they have amazing fighters. 2638 has a lot of spenders, and 79 has an amazing king. They've got Stafer. All of these guys, they spend, you know?
We have a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. We have a super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Okay, thank you for the super chat, brother Omar. Hello, Bubs. When are you going out for dinner again? Brother Omar from Bradford. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Guys, what do you guys think of the new the new donation alerts? I did them just yesterday. Not gonna lie, every time I see an enemy being a Turkish kingdom, I always know that KVK will be problematic. Look, again, guys, I have no problems with Turkish people in general. But in this game, because a lot of my friends are Turkish, I still have till this day. One of my best friends in Rise of Kingdoms is Turkish. He even tells me I don't want to deal with these Turks. He tells me I don't want to deal with these kingdoms. I don't like these Turkish kingdoms. He tells me they're just so problematic. One of my best friends, he's the only one that knows how I look in this game. The only one I've ever shown my face. He has my Instagram. We share reels every day. Literally, he sent a comment earlier on, and he will tell you himself that he will never migrate to one of these Turkish kingdoms. where they have a huge ego. A huge ego. Most Turkish kingdoms go bad eventually. Yeah, 3360 is one of those examples. And then this one. Eventually this one's gonna go down the hill. You know? KVK4. Schmuck, we need you to try sing along. Do one more. Eiston, do one more donation, I'll sing along. Do one more donation. Schmuck, I found you on Facebook. Did you? Send me my Facebook. Send me my Facebook if you found it. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, but send it to me. If you manage to find it, then damn, I need to change some things around. It had Spartan Gaming and Blackstone who left it because it was problematic. Yeah. 3421, exactly, yes. 3421 was a very problematic Turkish kingdom as well. Same thing. Can you make the notification? Your singing voice. I tried, man. Okay, I genuinely tried. Before I did it, before I made it AI, I made it me, and I spent like 3 hours trying to refine my voice and make it sound good. But then I realized, you know what? I'm gonna be saying thank you in stream anyway. I don't need it to thingy. And then I made it into this AI. Now I got my eyes on you, homie. I don't think you have my Facebook. The AI Diplo got me dying, bro. This AI Diplo is crazy. Not all Turks are bad. When some to get leadership, their egos skyrocket. Yeah, I'm saying, bro. Like, Turkish players are fine. They're players. Some of them go rogue. I'll be honest. Some of them are a bit crazy. But when they have R5 of any alliance, even if they're a secondary alliance, even if they're a shell, and they've got like 6 players with them, bro, you need to answer their demands, that you need to rotate king with them. They're like, even if there's like 5 people in that alliance, the power's super low, they're going to want to touch the thing, otherwise they'll go rogue. I bet you a bucket to you. Send it to me. Send it to me, bro. Schmuck, do you send Minecraft movie reels? No, I don't do that, man. I send some funny reels, man. If you see my reels, bro, my story is messed up, man. Oh, that's a good garrison. That's a good garrison. I don't know if... Well, that's a good rally. They should have a Subutai... They should have a Attila Subutai rally. Send them right now. Bro, my reels are top tier, man. They're top tier.
We have a
Super chat.
Thank you for the
Super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you, but I appreciate it, bro. Look, I did. I sang. It just caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. I'm bluffing. That's why I sent it. Oh, right. Yeah. I told you, man. I think there's only one way to get my Facebook, and I still haven't fixed that one way. There's only one way. Schmuck, your voice is so much better than the AI. Bro, I tried, man. I tried to edit it and make it, possible. I ain't Rat Boy yet, bro. Rat Boy, I'm still upset with Rat Boy, but his king actually came and helped. His king came and he donated for him, you know? So, that's that. Let's see Maya's trade. Ooh, Maya hurts. She has a full Eleanor. Eleanor's maxed. And, yo, did this guy try swarm with Catherine? Yo, Frogo, bro, come on now. What kind of march is this? She's got a Heraclius that's not completely maxed, but she did some damage, you know. 2 million troops. Where are you getting these 2 million troops from? It's T1 Schmuck. Oh. Yeah, it's T1. Yeah, you're right. She's what? I'm not gonna say it anymore. Popo, nice try. W Meta Swarm. Little homie is keen to pay his bill. Yeah, I mean, look. At least this king came in and showed some love, you know? Showed some love. Donated to the stream. It's all good, bro. I'm surprised. You guys have been giving super chats. I think the other donation AI voices through tips, through the link in my description. That sounds a bit different. I thought it would. It's doing the song in the wrong order. Drama, drama, drama. One Eye King, the drama's over, bro. We have already concluded that 57 betrayed 64 because they have big egos, and 56 betrayed 71 because they have big egos. So it's all an ego issue. But the question is, will these guys be able to hold their betrayers off? Respect to his king, but not to Rat Boy. Yeah, 100%, man. Will they be able to hold off before Kingsland opens? Schmuck, check my new rally set. I'll check that now. Send it to me in DMs. When is Kingsland? Guys, when is Kingsland in this KVK? If you're in this KVK, when is Kingsland? How many hours left? $71. This is the type of rally you need. You need this rally. You need this type of rally over here. 16th of April. 16th of April. 11th of April. Okay, so you guys have 4 days to survive. Damn, that's crazy, man. I don't know, man. 4 days is a lot of time, you know. 4 days is a lot. The best you can do right now, 71 and 64. The best you can do is simply drain 57 as much as you can, because I don't think you're going to be able to enter Kingsland. I'll be honest with you. I think there's zero chance of you guys getting over here, and I don't know if this small territory can last very long. Yeah, that's a very long time. Like, this small territory, you're already limited on teleport spots. You're already limited in many ways. I don't think you can last very long, you know? Unless you guys manage to, like, secure this area. Completely burn this off. They need to drain the mace up. Yeah, now is the best time to drain them. Like, just use everything. Literally, organize a time and use everything. Organize a time and push. That's what you need to do. Because you need to drain them before, so that these guys can easily wipe them. At least drain the natives, you know? There's going to be natives in there with low speed ups. Betrayals on KVK 3 are so ridiculous when you're able to choose your own allies. Yeah, bro. It's crazy, man. Like, this, compare this to our KVK 3. This is madness. This is madness. And we had Turkmen Fatih in our KVK 3. And can you imagine he didn't betray? So I am not gonna lie, watching you Schmuck, I have my second app as window on the side. I opened my window, see Frog and Katamexime. I was like, oh shit, dropped my heart. Yeah, I knew you had your guard down a little bit, but that's crazy. Why is left side isn't connected to KL? I don't know. I think they're low on crystals, so they're not able to build right now. But their 4 days is enough for them to build. But will they be able to build enough inside Kingsland? Schmuck, get vexed. I've been waiting a long time, brother. What do you mean get vexed? You mean get angry? I'm not angry, man. I'm not angry. But yo, this is a crazy set right here, guys. By Brother Habibi. Look at this. You will not survive this rally, guys. He just needs to clean up this archer defense, and that's it. That's the cleanest, one of the strongest rallies you can ever see. No, Vex guy, the whole drama. Oh! You want to get Vex? Bro, he's a 16-year-old, man. I felt sorry for Vex, man. He was begging me. Yeah, 72 needs to wake up. These guys, despite how it's currently going, I think they need to wake up and just say, you know what? Let's get together. I don't give a fuck. Let him run his mouth. Oh, man. Listen, guys, I'm going to end it, though. I'm going to end it because I need to finish editing the new video that I'm making. But yeah, this has been crazy. It would have been nice to get to hear 57's side. Obviously, they had nothing to say. They know they betrayed. And also 56, they give zero response. I wouldn't expect them to come up with an excuse either. They just, it's all about ego, you know? You're doing the betrayal interview again. I tried, guys. I tried. You know, I tried to get people from both sides. Apparently, the one that speaks the most, from 72, he's gone to sleep after fighting for like 16 hours. So, he's not going to be able to. Turks focus on femboy instead of Diplo. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it as that. We'll do some more drama streams on maybe 17 just before it ends. Hopefully we can end on that point. But yeah, just to conclude, 56 betrayed. I'm gonna be making a big video on this, on the drama of the week, to obviously ensure there's damage on these kingdoms, because we can't let them get away with this. Yeah, we can't let them get away with this. There has to be as much damage as possible. 57 also betrayed. It's KVK 3 had to go. Schmuck my king. Alright then, guys. Take it easy. I'm going to bounce. Love you guys. Thank you for showing some support. Thank you for yellow fighting orange too. Left side. Yeah, they're out of the kingdom. Yeah, they betrayed a long time ago. They're out of this KVK. Thank you guys for showing some love. Take it easy, yeah? And please, guys, like the stream. Like the stream, please, yeah? Like the stream. Before you go, like the stream, guys. I want to see 110 likes. Wait, let me see how much likes we've got right now. We've got 56 likes. Guys, before you go, like the stream, please. Like the stream.
Huge!
And thank you for subscribing, bro. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 56, 66, 63 likes. Let's go. A couple of more likes, please. Let's go. See you. Take care, bad habits. See you, guys. 65 likes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, man. Honestly, I really do.